Okay, so yeah, we are now live. Apologies for that. I'm slightly 4 minutes behind in Alliance Conquest today. So, here's what we're looking at. We are up against German Jokers. They are quite a powerful alliance. Let's move that down there. Let's move this down there for today. So yeah, we're up against German Jokers today, and it is absolutely manic. Just a quick overview. So it's 1KS versus I can't even say it properly. GJS. We are 71. They are 79 members. They had point advantage over us purely because they've got quite a lot of people that are between sort of like. I don't know, they've got one guy that's like 1.7 billion or something like that, and a couple of other people that are here, there, and everywhere. So, point advantage from the start, which is all good. Just going into the way it is, as of right now, we are 4 points behind. So we didn't secure any of the first initial points, but we are slowly looking at securing the points as much as we can. Let's fill these. Well, they've already started and gone. So we've got 3 attacks already going into the outpost. We've secured 1 port as the ports have opened up. So looking at it right now, 047 secures Tower of the Mother with 11.9 million troops. Lamar has secured Targaryen Outpost with 9.5 million troops. Torb has secured Tower of the Warrior with 10.8 million troops. Spimmer is under attack at the moment with 8.6 million troops at the Lannister outpost, and the port here is Centrano, which is just slowly building at the moment. Zafari on our side, also slowly building. Just sent my troops into that. We're constantly rallying the outpost as much as we can, so let's add our troops into the mix. It's a tough call because starting off with a point disadvantage, we were, I think, in terms of a point disadvantage, we're roughly about 5,000 points behind just in general. And you really can't do anything about that. It's down to mostly numbers and people active, but we will catch up. That's what we do. We have 13 rallies going on at the moment. And we have 9 defense rallies going on at the moment. This is mental. So yeah, we've got 13 attacks and 10 defenses, all going down at this current time. No, scratch that. 9 defense assists on the port. 1 just backed out. Our max regiments deployed at this current time. Right, they've been sent. Here they come. 10 attacks coming in on this location. Let's see what happens. First attack. 9.1. Second attack. Third attack. 7.9. Fourth attack, 2.9. I think it's been taken. It's just way too much army to comprehend there. That's some monstrous amounts of attack. We've got 11 attacks for Lannister port coming up. Wow, look at this error right here. My military and alliance is sitting on top of each other. That's kind of jokes. Let's put 191 in. Yes, we are, because it's only 168. So we've secured Castle Rock. So 1KS is looking at 600 points a minute with 3 locations, whilst German Jokers are looking at 380 points per minute with 4 out of 9 locations. That's just monstrous. Look at that. So yeah, it was literally like 10 armies all piling on top of each other. That's mental. But yeah, still looking at the points. I mean, we can still bridge the gap on this. We have the next 2 ports dropping. Lannister Stronghold dropping in 2 minutes. Tower of the Mother, the other port, this port. We can take this port back shortly or rally it and see if we take it back. It could be for a fight over ports, really, to be fair, which is nothing new. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Some people have said that my mic is very quiet, but I do have it right next to my face, and I am talking very loudly, and according to my Streamlabs, I'm hitting the red all the time, so hopefully it's loud enough. But if it isn't, just, drop it in the comments after the video's posted up, and we'll go from there. But yeah, port is opening up in 15 seconds and counting. We have currently got rallies on Temple of the Mother going down. Sorry, I'm in a quite happy mood today. This is a really exciting Alliance Conquest for me. I don't often get, I don't say it enough, but often Alliance Conquests can be, I'm not going to say not fun, but sometimes they can just be a little, like, the enemies you go up against, it gets really good for 30 minutes or so, and then for the final 30 minutes, sometimes your enemy just drops off. But when you get matched up against absolute monsters like German Jokers, for example, you know that the battles are going to be constantly back and forth for the entirety of the match. We're literally 15 minutes into the match at the moment, and German Jokers are going at it, 1KS are going at it from each and every location, rallies are going up, all sorts of stuff is going up. We've got strongholds being captured, we got, at this current point in time, German Jokers do have 7 out of 9 points. They also have a point lead of about 5,000 points on us. They're 660 per minute with, it's not backing down. At any point, it's not backing down. But it doesn't mean that we can't catch up. So, we're trailing behind, about 5,700 points behind. But we're not stopping there. I mean, look at this. There's defense assists on Castle Rock, 10 defense assists all over Castle Rock. That is not backing down whatsoever. It is mental. Let's have a look at this guy. We got 10 attacks on Temple of the Mother, which is, it's crazy. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks going to Temple of the Mother, and they'll be there within the next 2 minutes or so. And then we've also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they're reinforcing a bit early. When you speed up and you reinforce, that's the thing. Like, if you figure out how long it takes you to attack a target across the map, if it takes you like a minute and a half to get to the location that you're traveling to, and the rallies are coming to you within like a minute 45 or a minute 25 or something like that, that's the best time to be at, because as soon as troops come out, you are then reinforcing your position back into the defensive structure. So it's really important that you sort of like catch that out. It's make or break for a lot of rallies. Honestly, it is very much make or break. You could defend the smallest of outposts against the biggest of giants if you manage to constantly reinforce on time without breaking wind, I suppose. It's not a good sort of way to call it breaking wind. As you can see here, lots of attacks coming. So 10:07, 10:06. Oh, look at this. It's buckling 9.3, 7.6, 7.1, 4.1, 3.5, 4. And that was all of the rallies. But it's because they're constantly reinforcing that it's gone back up again. So really what we saw there was, even though maybe about 15 million troops hit, it was constantly being reinforced 300, 400k at a time, which is really good. It's really good. So yeah. And Castle Rock has been taken. Castle Rock has been taken. I'll give it to German Jokers. They are extremely strong. You know, I'm not gonna. I'm not looking to slate any alliance or anything like that. I'm not that sort of person. But I do assess a lot of different alliances in and around the kingdoms. You know, anything from Kingdom 1 all the way up to, I think it's like Kingdom 165 or something like that. These guys are really strong. You know, they don't mess about. They take this very seriously. For them, they're looking to win. I apologise. I'm completely exhausted today. But you know, they're not looking to lose, back down on anything. They're looking to go for the win, and yeah, I give it to them. I commend them to constantly pushing, because after all, this is a war game. This isn't just like you know, I say this enough times to enough people. You know, don't treat this like your generic mobile city building game. This is a completely different genre. You know, this is it's one of the most strategic battlefield things out there. And as you can see, all the bubbles have now dropped. So as the troops are coming back, people will start attacking each other. And it's tough. I mean, there is loads of attacks going on. All of these guys have lots of points. Just taking the smaller points off the board is the most important. Trying to hit those guys that have no troops in them is even better as well. Because it's like, I'm not a strong player myself. Well, I'm quite strong. You know, I'm not weak or anything. But let's have a look. So yes, once again, let's go back to it. So we have defensive points on Lannister outpost. We have rallies going in on the port. So let's start filling our troops up as much as we can. Anything that we got at this point. Let's get those guys in there. So German Jokers at this point are locations 8 out of 9 with 960 points per minute, and they're about 10,000 points ahead, 10,020 points ahead of 1KS. Ooh, he took advantage of the 0 troops. Or maybe he didn't, he took them all out. So they're still building up. We've got 11 attacks on the port. Max regiments deployed. And we have, here they come for the Lannister outpost. They're really looking to clean house on this. You know, they're really looking to block us at every point. Not having the Tower of the Mother decreases things like, you know, healing speed by 100%, which for a lot of alliances, Tower of the Mother can be make or break. Realistically, it just all depends on how much money you've got. You know, if you're really if you've got like a lot of money, you can just sit there and constantly attack until, well, forever and ever and ever, I suppose. Here we go for Lannister outpost. Lannister outpost has been taken. So, German Jokers have secured all 9 points with a 1060 point per minute lead. And they've kept the port as well. They've defended all 10 attacks on the port as well. Really challenging fight. Now, I'm not on Discord, so I try not to share what's going on. I'm sure that our rally leaders are coordinating different attacks and that sort of thing. And for myself as well, it can leave me at a bit of disadvantage because I'm sort of playing by word and using my instincts. I'm mostly reinforcing players and reinforcing rallies, that sort of thing, because it's important that as a member I keep doing that. But also at the same time, for this exact reason, it would really benefit me if I was on voice, because I'd then be able to hear about what the strategy is and that sort of thing. But I do it out of the respect for my alliance, that I would never share any sort of battle tactics with people whatsoever. So that is why I'm not on Discord. If anybody wonders, you know, oh, why aren't you in Discord with your alliance? I have a lot of respect for them, and that is why I stream without any sound in the background, any music or anything like that. It's mostly just my voice talking, and you know, going from there. But it's mental out there. I mean, look at this, right? We are right now no points currently ticking in, except for the points that we're using on attacking actual players. They are currently rallying the bigger players in our alliance, trying to get those extra points off of us. So yeah. There's not much you can do about it, especially with the Tower of the Mother. With big alliances, they suffer more because it's you know, alliance conquest as a whole is all about it's strategy and siege. So you try and cut. You basically cut off reserves and stuff like that. Not having Tower of the Mother puts you back massively. So I'd say, out of importance, if you were going to secure early game, especially towards late game, on any rallies, you want to get Tower of the Mother first. Tower of the Mother is by far the best. The Tower of the Warrior, on the other hand, it only boosts attack by 20%, I think it is. 20%, right. So you can get that from a buff. Defense, I mean, unless you're stacking like max defense, which I don't think is a great deal, defense isn't one of the best stats. So really, that's just a 20% on top that you should already have. Now, if the alliance that has captured it, if the alliance you're up against hasn't got the 20% standard buff that you can pop for 4 hours prior to joining, or buffs like Lord Commander, for example, then they're essentially they're essentially 10 to 20% behind yourself, which is really helpful for you in securing points and defending points as well. So having the Tower of the Mother with its 100% speed basically means everything that goes to your hospital, it just gets knocked down. So that 1 day 12 would be like half of that, essentially. It is a mental battle. It's a battle of just like, strategic value and finding out what is the best course of attack. As of right now, we got 7 rallies for Castle Rock and 5 rallies on different people. They're all coming in hot for different people. I think that's what they're looking for. So let's join some of these rallies if we can. AC building fill. AC building fill. Danny Winter. Let's do spears. Speed that up. Let's do an AC building fill. I've only got Cav. So yeah, waiting for 4 rallies to go at the moment. And I mean, it still doesn't put us behind. We're still climbing in points. We are now roughly 13,500. No, 13,600. It keeps going up and up and up and up. Now we got attacks coming in on. No, we're still rallying to fight at the moment. Enemies have deployed for Eowyn here. We can probably defense assist him a little bit more. Give him some. Nope. So yeah, at the current time, we got rally and deployed. So the first one will be hitting in 20 seconds, with the next one hitting in 23. Let's go live to the Castle Rock and see what is going on. Here comes the rallies. They're coming in hot. Like a hot potato. Castle Rock's looking a bit like mom's spaghetti. Down to 12. Got another few rallies coming in. Down to 6. Dark Shade captured Castle Rock off of German Jokers, which has knocked them back a 300 points. Now, at this point in the game, you need those extra 1,000 points a minute, obviously, to reach the end score of 80k. So, I think, based on point motivation, and based on the fact that we should probably reinforce this with all of our tier 4 and everything that we can possibly spare, and that guy who's currently out. Let's get our boys back. Let's get our boys in there. Let's get them into Castle Rock. A couple of strong boys in there. That's what they need at Castle. Right. Yeah. So as I was saying, based on points, right? If German Jokers have secured the objectives earlier, then they would have been. I think. Let's look at it. If it's 760 per minute, they're still ticking. 23 minutes remaining. That's. We could do a quick calc actually. I don't want to do a calc quest on the screen, so I do it on my phone right here. But a bit of what they call fast maths, I suppose. I do love me a bit of calc. Calc is very good. So look, they're at 760 points times. Let's do 23 minutes. So the maximum points that they could possibly gain now is 17,480. Which puts them at about 71,000 points. 71,560 points total. So if they keep these points going for the rest, that's how much that they could have. Now for them to get the full amount, they would need to then re-secure Castle Rock, which they can do, but it is, it's a case of they have to do it like quickly. Basically, is what I'm saying. And no disrespect to them whatsoever. I'm sure most of them thought, as soon as they got the 9th point, that it's basically an easy win for them. You know that feeling when you capture all the points, you're like, oh, this is all over. Well, no, it surprises you because alliances fight back. They don't know. They fight because they want to fight. They love fighting all the time. Let's hit this guy. Just a random hit. I just want to see what I do to him. Damn. Boy's got a lot of tier 4. Doesn't help when my strongest attack is Spearman and I'm sending Spearman but with no actual Spearman. I'll tell you what, I'm taking a long sleep after this. A longo sleepio. So look, they are rallying up. They have 5 rallies now. And we're doing Lannister Outpost. Sleepy. So at this current time, we've got 11 defense assists for Castle Rock. They really want Castle Rock, but I mean, let's tally it, right? If they capture Castle Rock in the next 3 minutes or so, first of all, before let's see, so it's going to be at least like 2 minutes to attack, take away those points. Let's just make sure that all of our rallies are being filled, so we're doing our part. Yeah, I think that's all I've got at this point. So yeah, let's say 3 minutes apart, they get 10,000. They get 1,000 points. That's 17k alone. We clear that, so that's 1040, I think it is, times. It's gonna be. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be. No, it's still gonna be 50. Let's call it 18 minutes. It's 18,000 points, and they can't get their 80,000 point total, regardless at this point. So, you know, if they're going for points, then it's great. They're already a 27 point lead on us. 27k point lead on us, which is, you know, it's absolutely fine. Here they come. Here they all come. Now, at this point, I would highly recommend that alliances mass reinforce the objective that they want to keep, because sheer stats alone might not cut it, but it's looking good. And we've defended it all. It was really good, really well played. That was 11 rallies. 11 rallies on Castle Rock. They couldn't break it. Now, that's where you see stats shine over a lot of other stuff. Oh, and lovely, I've got an enemy attacking this, which I don't even have. Oh, that's this here. Never mind. Whoopsie. But yeah, you know, that's we can have a look at the battle reports for that as well. Let's have a look at our troops at Castle Rock. Yeah, I mean, one person rallied it. If you look at the way it is, if we look at stats, for example, we look at stats on Castle Rock. It's combined stats because there's a lot of dragons. But if you look at like stats, for example, you can see things like what was the I can't remember the format. Enemy had 420. So as you can see, you know, stats take a... Although, to be fair, the stats are quite balanced. I mean, look at that. Like, that's like a 40% lead, basically. Well, 30%. That's a 1% down. Like, that's not... That's like 7%. Well, no, actually, that's 7.5%. We got things like infantry, which is literally like that's near enough to like 70% apart, basically. Yeah, 70% apart. That's about 22%. Like some of the stats are, really clearly away from each other. Some are they're just there. I'm doing a good job at keeping Castle Rock. Like they're not, and they're probably not happy about it. They're probably not happy about missing out. At 300 points, we might still be able to get 40k. If we could just, I think we worked out, we got quite a lot of points back here. Oh, that was taken. And that's 500 points ahead that we just took. You gotta just get in there as quickly as possible. I mean, it's not about score at this point. It's not about self-player score. It's about alliance score. You just gotta keep attacking these guys as much as possible to throw them off course. For me, wow. He just magic like 700 mil out of nowhere. I say 700 mil, sorry, 700k out of nowhere. The reports didn't even come through. I got a... Huh. I didn't even get a report for that. And Castle Rock has been retaken. Castle Rock has been retaken. But even so, with the maximum amount of points that they can get is 12k. Unless you're looking to break for that 80k, then at this point it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, I would personally say it's pointless. Just based on, general fact, you're looking to get the... If the maximum points was 80k, and there's no bracket for like 65, 70, that sort of thing, for both alliances, it can be pretty pointless. For us, obviously, getting more points is important because we can still get that. We can still clear it off the board, and just get the 40k for the extra rewards for the alliance. But yeah, look, we probably will get those points. Hopefully, I think it's just all about attacking now, just constantly dropping attacks. that's about 2,700 points right there. 500, 500, 500, 500. I mean, at this point, if we just keep attacking, we'll get those 40k points. And there we go. Look, it's literally like neck and neck at the moment. So we're just going to do an auto select on that one. We will send that out there like so. See if that one hits, and it will go down good, I think, maybe. So yeah, as you can see, we're trailing behind. So at 10:60, with 8 minutes remaining, it's essentially I think the highest that they can possibly get is about 78,000. They might get the 80k just because the game likes to predict or maybe award extra points for. Maybe, I'm not sure, but it's 70,000 points for German Jokers at the moment, 35,700 for 1KS. A location 0 out of 9, location against 9 out of 9. So they are going for all the blocks, which is good. Let's check what's going. So it's mostly cav. Let's send. We don't have spearmen. Let's go to combat hospital. Get our cav out. And then we will go here. It's nearly done now. We'll do cav. Cool. Caving up. We've still got points on the board as well. So it's going well, yeah. So look, looking at the way that the points are structured at the moment, we've got 9 out of 9 points on location. And having a look at it now, so yeah, 33,000. With only 6 minutes remaining, we're going well. Lannister support being hit. That's all rallies that came hit Lannister support, but it's still standing. They may very well get that 80k after all, because I didn't include the actual. I didn't include like taking points off of people, for example. It'll be the first time that I see an alliance with 80,000 points in AC, and this is like what, my 4th season playing Alliance Conquest, so it's actually really exciting to see. I can't do much on my end. I can't rally anything from my end at this current point. I'm not a rally leader myself, but no, I'm just mostly looking really. I don't really know where to send attacks either. See what his weakness is. A lot of bowmen. I think at this point it is it's a good game from both sides. I think both sides have played really well all the way up. You know, it's not all that bad, to be fair. And at AC, it's tricky to sort of judge AC, mostly because, you know, it can be crazy from the get go all around, pretty much. I think someone's attacking me. I'm not sure. Maybe someone's reinforcing. See, I'm not entirely sure. Did I get hit? Oh, my troops that were stored in Vixen got hit. Yeah, okay, so. It's been a very well played match from both sides. From both sides, it's been very well played. I think at this point it's safe to say German Jokers have won this with an astronomical 79,420 plus points. They're probably going to get that 80k. 1k is behind with 36,400. It really shows the level of power between alliances. But, I mean, Alliance Conquest is a lot to take in, because I wouldn't say overall that Alliance Conquest shows how powerful Alliance can be. I would say that it shows how well like a team can perform together. And both sides gave it their all. Absolute. Both sides gave it their all, absolute. And I think it's just practice. It all takes a bit of practice. Someone's got to win, you know. Someone's got to win. So yeah, very well done to German Jokers. Also well done to 100 Kings. And we will be picking up the next Alliance Conquest in the next couple of days. but I think it's been a good one. I mean, I've definitely enjoyed myself. Hopefully others have enjoyed themselves as well. With 32 seconds remaining. The one thing I will say is I don't understand why people give up points in the last 30 seconds, you know. It's kind of like, for me, it's it kind of feels like they're just rubbing it in your face. But that's just, I suppose that's just the way people are. And that's really unfortunate, you know. I would have loved to have seen a full victory from German Jokers with all 9 locations secured. But that's really unfortunate to see that at the end. So that's just my feeling. Not a sore loser or anything like that. I'm in one of the best, in fact, I am in the best alliance in this game. So it's all good to me. But I hope everyone takes it easy and have a good one. 100 Kings, peace out. Oh. Oh. Let's put my tree swivel up. Cool. Happy days. Right. So yeah, let's just have a quick look at the rewards. System. Sweet. 6, 4. Gold. Awesome. So we only got 450 points, which is fine, because we do this. And that's all that. Right, I will be ending that there, but thank you very much for joining me, and I'll be speaking to you all soon. Take it easy, and goodbye.